Good morning, students. Welcome to the virtual class of Gyan Niketan Girls School. This is the continuation of chapter Political Parties. And today in this chapter, we are going to deal with the function of political parties and the necessity of political parties. Now, in last class, we studied that political parties contest election and take power in their hand. But apart from this, they also perform certain functions which we will discuss it one by one. Now, first function is that the political parties contest election. Now, parties do not contest elections by themselves, but they choose a candidate from different constituencies to contest election on behalf of them. Parties, they distribute a ticket to the candidate of different constituencies so that they could stand up from that constituency to take part in election. For example, from Patna, who will contest from BJP, who will contest from Congress or other parties, it will be decided by the leader of that particular party. Means that on behalf of each political parties, a particular candidate is chosen to contest election. So this is why we say that parties contest election. Now, the second function is that the political parties put forward different policies and programs. Here, there are many people in a political parties who have different opinions. Now, my opinion might differ from yours related to a particular issue. But when a person joins a party, his or her opinion becomes party opinion. That is, he or she will becomes a party. His or her opinion will becomes a party opinion. That is, if you are from BJP party, your opinion will be aligned to the BJP party opinion. So different opinion here gets aligned with party opinion, and government policies then are based on the policy of ruling party. Political parties, they put together the different opinions and frame their policies, and they try to pursue these opinions through elections. When they win the election, they try to take up these policies and form laws. Now, the third function of political parties is that they play a very decisive role in making law for a country. Now, earlier we saw that policies and programs which were the opinion of people, and when a party becomes ruling party, it gives a shape to the policies. But here, parties play a very decisive role. For example, that today BJP party is in power. Means whatever law will be formed, whatever law will be framed, it will be framed according to the party's leadership. Leadership means the leader of the party will influence the process of lawmaking. They will try to frame the law according to their ideology, according to the ideology of their party. That is, the ruling parties persuade the policy and lawmaking according to their ideology and the ideology of the political party they are in. So this is also a function of political party. The next function is that parties form and run government. Here, now after election, the government is formed, but political parties here, what they do, they contest election, and the one who gets the majority of votes, they form their government. Ministers and prime ministers formally are the member of a party. They are particularly a member of party, but after their party wins, they form government and becomes minister and prime minister. But here they will serve the country, not only their party, but also they will serve their country. Means they remain the part of the party, but also becomes a part of the government. Because they have formed their government, they are the ruling party. Now, the next function is that the parties that lose in the election, they play the role of opposition. Means after election, we all know that there will be only one who will win. So the second largest party, the one who gets the second largest number of vote, they becomes the opposition party. And in our country's case, the Congress INC is the opposition party of the BJP. So what are their work? They keep a check on working of ruling party or the government by criticizing the policies or the wrong policies or the failures that is brought up by the government. These topics are discussed and debated in the parliament. So it is very important to have an opposition party. The next function is that parties shape public opinion, means the mindset of common people is also shaped by the political parties. They play a very important role in doing these things. Now there are lakhs of people who are involved in particular political parties. They are inclined towards that, and that thing that we have studied earlier, that was partisanship. Now means if I am aligned to a party, I will be tilted towards the partisanship. My commitment towards party will be more, or it will be completed towards a particular party. That is, political party will be political party opinion will be my opinion. Here same is the case, that if lakhs of people are inclined towards a party, means millions, means they are influenced by that party, that is, their opinion will be for example, demonetization was seen in our country, and many people who supported BJP were inclined towards this demonetization, supported the policy of demonetization that was initiated by BJP. So this is also a major function of the political parties, that they give a shape to the public opinion. Now the next function of political party is that the parties provide people access to government machinery and welfare schemes. Means ordinary people, they are very much the local government is in reach to the ordinary people, which act as a gateway to reach the programs and policies that have been initiated by the government. Means these local government play a very important role. These political parties, local political parties, they play a very important role to give the benefits of policies and programs that to the local people that have been come up through the through any particular government, through any the government which have been formed by the ruling political party. So these were the function of political parties that political parties perform apart from running the country, apart from administrating the country. Now we'll see that what is the necessity of political parties. Now just imagine that we need political parties to perform certain function that we have studied, but still we need to know that why modern democracies cannot exist without political parties. And this we can see through imagining a situation that is without a political party. Now what will happen if we don't have any political party in our country? What will be its impact? So there will be independent candidates which will be seen everywhere. And now today we can see that from each constituency a candidate of a party is seen. But if there is no political party, means candidate from each constituency will be different. They won't have any political party as their head to look after their work. The candidates from different constituencies won't have any link between these which is provided by political party. And if there is no political party, means there will be no uniform decision, there will be no uniformity in any decisions, and no uniform decisions will be taken. Means in every constituency, decision taken for that constituency will differ. They will be different, and no uniformity will be seen among them. So no major decision will also be seen. For example, if a bill have to be passed which needs majority to make it a law, so that will not be possible. It won't be passed if people will not have same idea, if they will not have uniform idea. So but if there is an independent candidate, they won't make any major decision, and there will be no guidelines to follow. And also it will be seen that there will be no accountability will be limited to constituency only. Each candidate will have responsibility to of their constituency only, and no one would be responsible to look after the country, because there will be no command. There will be no common thread to have a link between these candidates. So this is the reason why we need a proper political parties. We need a proper representation. Now talking about the representation, the political parties are directly linked with the representative democracy. Because in our country we see that we have a larger society. We in our country we have large society which needs a proper representation, and this representation can only be done through political parties. And the essence of representative democracy is that there must be a political party in our country. Now in society we have different views which come in single party and is expressed through single agenda, that we already have discussed in one of the function of political parties. Now if we have political parties, we can give them a responsibility to think of the country. They will be accountable for the things that will happen in our country. Now they just won't be limited to state or constituencies. So there are necessities. These are the particular necessity of political parties, and all the three topics that we have studied in the previous video also and in today's video also, that is the need of the political party, the function of the political party, and the need of necessity of political parties, they all are related to each other. So basically the reason why we need a political parties is that the political parties works towards the benefit of the country. With a political party our country could be administered well. So I hope this topic is clear to you all, and for next video we will start up with the how many parties should we have in our country. For now, thank you and have a nice day.